Hi, my name is Gloria, and this is my story. I was born and raised here in the Santa Clara Valley. Went to Santa Clara High School, got married, had 3 children, never got divorced. I was separated and I've been widowed, so I consider myself a widow. Anyway, after moving to Modesto for a while, I stayed there 13 years. I didn't like it anymore, but my mom was there because she moved here from Santa Clara. And so I decided to come back to the Bay Area. And I went on the internet, found me some jobs, lined up, went on interviews, and came back, got an apartment, and started my job as a driver for Bowers. And then my youngest son was having problems there in Modesto. Well, he came to live with me and his wife, and their baby, my beautiful Azriel. Anyway, during that time that they were living there, my father got sick, and before that, in December of 2010, my husband was murdered in Modesto. He was stabbed and he was left on the street for dead. And I never knew who it was until recently. But I had to go back there to help with the funeral expenses. He didn't have anybody but me and my children. He had just committed himself to Christ, and then right after that he was murdered. And I kind of panicked because he, in his past, was Mexican mafia. No, I know it sounds really weird, sounds fantastic, but that's who he was. He was Mexican mafia. And I thought, oh my God, I go, is this a hit or not? I was so scared because I didn't want to leave Modesto and leave my kids there because they were all living there at the time this happened. So I was going back and forth from my home to there, to Modesto, wondering if there was a hit on them or the rest of the family. So I was super nervous. I was losing weight. I was at a point where my doctor going, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you still? I got high blood pressure. I developed full-blown diabetes, and just scared for my kids. And so right after that, my father died, and he died in 2011 in March on my brother's birthday. And so I had to go back and deal with that. That was really hard because we hadn't been really close, but thank God I had reconciled with him a little bit earlier, like maybe 2 or 3 years earlier. So we were on good terms, and so he died, and then 2 months later, my mother died. So that was really such a really high emotional upheaval in my life, and I guess I got sicker because when I went to go take in an examination for my job, it was just random drug thing. They said I had such high blood pressure that they didn't know why I wasn't hospitalized. So they laid me off for a little while. And then about that time, my son came with his wife and his child, and I wasn't happy there because they were there, they were hosting these odd people. Anyway, I left them the apartment. I left my apartment, and I went to go live with my cousin. And that was hard because she had one small bedroom apartment, and I felt uncomfortable, not because she didn't want me there, because she's the one who dragged me over there. I have great relatives, but it wasn't my place. So I left there, and I went to the shelter, the women's shelter on Commercial Avenue in San Jose, where I met Elsa, and we became really good friends, and she told me about Downtown Street Team. So I go, what's that? She goes, well, we clean up the streets of Sunnyvale. There's one in Sunnyvale, Palo Alto, and San Jose. I go to the one in Sarah, I go, she goes, you should come to the meeting. So I came to the meeting, and that's how I met everybody here. I was still struggling with homelessness, so Elsa said, hey, join Downtown Street Team. So that's what I did. And one of the best moves I ever made. I was still afraid, but later on I found out that these men who killed him approached my sons, and they told them, yeah, we did it. We put a hit on your dad, he didn't want to do a job for us. He said, forget it, I'm not in it anymore. And he had to go. And if you've got a quarrel with that, if you've got a problem with that, we're right here for us to take care of it. And my son said, no, it's a problem. We want anything to do with it. So I finally found out what happened then. So that's, I don't know if that's was a comfort to me, knowing that what I suspected was true. I just didn't know what to think. But Downtown Street Team helped me get a start again in the work world. I mean, we're paid stipends, but the stipends were a godsend. And by little, I came out of a difficult situation, and there was light at the end of the tunnel, and that light was my Lord that brought me Downtown Street Team. And I've graduated from them. I have my own home here. I have a car. I have a job that I've been on for a year and a half now. So it'll be 2 years in May. So yeah, I'm at a place where I don't have to be afraid for my kids anymore. I can go visit them whenever I want. I can see my beautiful grandchildren. And it's because I will start with Downtown Street Team. When Bobby says it's family, he doesn't lie. He doesn't lie. I try to go help at the shelter because I've been there in one, so I know what the ups and downs are. I know what the feelings are. I know what people are going through. So yeah, I empathize, sympathize, but I also know you can get out. I go, hey, I've been homeless. And I've been homeless with 3 children before. So nobody knows that. This is the first time I ever talked about being homeless with 3 children. So nobody knows that aspect of my life and how hard that was. And do nothing and collect. I go, there's a whole lot of things you can do out there. There are programs that you can reach out to. There are programs that can help you get a diploma, that can get you your GED, get you a job, help you with your resume. That's exactly what Downtown Street Team does. It helps you with every aspect, every corner, every obstacle. You got an obstacle, we'll work it out. I mean, they help me with a resume again. They help me with job searches. They told me about Parkside Studios, where I live at. I mean, so much resource out there, so much information, you'd be a fool not to use it. I mean, if I can get out there and overcome 3 deaths and homelessness and not working because you were sick, it's a lot on somebody's plate, but you take little bites and then you get full.